Hi, this is Mara with Ecotech USA, and this is a short demonstration video on how to clean and care for your Discreet vaporizer pen. Let's get started. First, what you're going to want to do is take apart your Discreet vaporizer pen. To do so, all you have to do is remove the two major pieces, which is the chamber and the battery coil. Unlike most vaporizer pens nowadays, this does not require twisting to have it removed. All you have to do is with firm pressure pull apart and it will separate. These two bands are the support bands, and that is what keeps it suctioned, so that's what you're going to want to feel for when you have it get released. Now that we have separated the chamber from the battery, what we'll do now is disassemble the chamber into the three pieces that make the chamber a whole. So that includes the mouthpiece, which can be removed the same way the battery is removed from the chamber, just with some pressure. Just pull apart, and those separate very, very easily. So we'll go ahead and set that down there. And then now we're left with the chamber and the filter inside. With the Discreet kits, we actually provide you with a dab spoon. For this case, we can actually we can use it to push out that filter. Alright, so now we have the filter removed and set down right there, and we also have the empty chamber. Now that we have separated the mouthpiece from the chamber, all we need is a cotton swab and the mouthpiece. And what you'll want to do is take the cotton swab, and from the open spout, go ahead and push through, and it should go through quite easily. And then you'll see once it's made it all the way through the mouthpiece, if it comes back white, then you've sufficiently cleaned the mouthpiece. And you'll also know when you can see clearly through it and there's no obstructions. So as you can see, this one is cleaned and ready to go back onto the chamber once that's also cleaned. Now that we have successfully cleaned the mouthpiece, let's move on to the filter. All we need to do for the filter is remove it from the chamber as you were just shown, and with an alcohol soaked cotton swab, just go along both sides of the filter with light pressure, and you will see the resin and all that bad stuff coming off, and you'll see it on that cotton swab there. So once you are able to see clearly through those holes, I apologize for the camera not focusing, but those holes are all clear and there's no obstruction, so this is clean. You can go ahead and set this aside with the mouthpiece to get ready for the chamber. Everything has been cleaned, the mouthpiece, the filter screen, all that is left is the main attraction, the chamber. So what you're going to want to do here is, again with the alcohol soaked cotton swab, just go along the inside wall. Just go along the inside wall of the chamber all the way down to the base. Alright, and this will come out pretty dirty if you're doing it right. And then you're just going to want to make sure you get in there, all the nooks and crannies. Alright. And just blow on it, and the leftover debris should come out. So there you go. If you want to get in there and finer detail it, that's also fine. All you need to do is just go through it to your discretion, however you want it. It's really up to you. But this is a clean chamber. And then all you have to do to reassemble is, here is the screen filter. Just put that back inside. There you go. It's safely at the bottom. And then here's the mouthpiece. All you do is just push it in. And there you go. So there is a clean, Discreet chamber. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those below in the comments. The links for this particular model have been included below also at maythevaporbewithyou.com. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Coil is coming up shortly after. Thank you. Now that we have taken care of the chamber and that is ready to go, we can focus on the coil and battery. So the battery is comprised of the battery's main power unit, the support base, and then the power base. You'll see the difference in just a second because I know it looks like it's the same after I just explained it. So what you'll want to do is, in a counterclockwise motion, start to twist the battery power unit away from the support base and the power base. And this is the support base. This goes on to the power unit battery. So it basically makes it a little less awkward for your tank to be put on. So that's all that is. So you can actually leave that on if you want and set this battery to the side. Now that we have separated the power base and coil from the power unit battery, what we can do now is, in a counterclockwise motion, go ahead and twist the coil out of the power base. There you go. This actually doesn't need to be cleaned really. The inside sometimes gets a little bit of like debris, but it's really just a quick blow and it'll usually get blown away. You can also use a Q-tip to get in there if there's something that may be bothering you, but for the most part it's pretty simple to clean. Once you've cleaned the power base to your liking, if there was some debris, you can move on to the coil. The coil is the most sensitive part of the vaporizer pen. You're going to want to be especially careful cleaning around the coil. We suggest taking a cotton swab just dampened with water and going around the edge, just making sure that all that resin and all of that can get off the best you can. This is a cleaned coil, so it is to be expected after quite a few uses. Resin and stuff like that will build up. These are replaceable and they are perishable, so you will need to get a new coil eventually after time. So please keep that in mind. So there you have it. That is the proper way to clean and care for your vaporizer pen. That includes the chamber and the coil battery unit.